Nobody can stop reggae. Staying true to the foundation of reggae music. Cease and Sickle.
You must stop.
Oh yes, turn up the weed. Michael Rose and Ina Circle playing right now on Vibes Radio. It is Acoustic Thursday, and I'm telling you, I was super excited earlier, but even more excited now because we've got the Empress herself, Abiyah Yisrael, joining us all the way from Dominica. And yes, we have featured her before on Acoustic Thursday, but this is the first time that we get to interview the Empress. And I know Vibes Nation, Munapenda Sana Uyu Empress, you did some mad tunes like Herb Tree, Protect Me, Calabash. We've been playing those Coronavirus, a big tune here on Season Circle Neo Roots Vibes. We always play that tune, and of course recently she released tunes like Woman, which we just featured for the first time last week on Season Circle. But tonight she's doing some great acoustics. She got in and did some acoustics specifically for us, and we are super excited to also have her joining us live via Zoom. Welcome to Season Circle, Abiyah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Finally, I watch you all the time. I watch your videos and everything.
Amazing.
So I'm almost, it's almost like, I'm a fan of you, Nazizi and Sherriff.
Thank you. We are fans of you, so hey. That's super amazing. I mean, every Thursday we play, we introduce the Vibes Nation to new reggae artists and artists who we feel like are making an impact in this time, telling the stories of now, the present time we're living in. And when we came across coronavirus for the first time, it was just amazing. And I know we also feature on One Rhythm from Ever Blazing, and you are on the same rhythm with I and the Binti Africa and some other people, and I was like, wow, this is amazing, because that all happened around the same time. And it's just spiritual, and I know you're a very spiritual person as well, so there's a time for everything, and we're so happy that this is the time you join us. So welcome to Season Circle. And we've got some questions for you. Here's Muzikal Sherriff.
Yo, how are you? Blessed love.
I'm well, thank you so much. Blessed love to you too.
The first time I heard about you was from Hopton Blaze, and I remember, I think I must have been doing the artwork for that rhythm, or it must have been the Nairobian something. I think the Nairobian rhythm or something. The first rhythm you did with him. So when he told me about Abiyah Yisrael, I was like, is that the correct spelling of the name?
Nice one.
Yeah. So ever since I was very interested from the first day, so I kept on checking you out and checking out your music, and then I asked him to send me more music. So he kept on sending me stuff that you've done also. And I remember also there's another artist also of the same name. It was called Bobo Yisrael. I can't remember the first name.
Yes. Bobo Yisrael.
Bobo Yisrael. On the same rhythm, I think. Yeah. Are you by any chance you guys related?
No, we're not. So big up to Hopton Blaze, by the way, who really, I knew he was the link between myself and you guys. So big up to him.
Yes.
So Bobo Yisrael is a Jamaican artist that we were listening to even before this rhythm. And we did not know that he worked alongside Hopton Blaze, that he and Hopton Blaze, they do music together.
Okay.
So Hopton Blaze contacted me first. He saw one of my songs that I put up. I was advertising it on Instagram.
Yes.
He linked me because he had Bobo Yisrael kind of speaking the same language as I was.
Yes.
And then he's like, yo, look, this girl all the way from Dominica. Let's check her out. He messaged me.
Yeah.
Then he linked us with Bobo Yisrael. So that's how this whole thing went on through Instagram. So thank you, Instagram.
If probably can I ask, because this Yisrael name seems maybe a bit popular. Does it have a particular meaning to it?
Okay, gospel truth.
Oh, gospel truth.
At first,
Uh-huh.
no.
Oh, yeah, all right. I get you.
Let me tell you the
Right.
truth. Let me tell you the truth. We say that in Dominica. Let me tell you the gospel truth.
Okay.
So, so I was looking for a name because I studied at UWI, University of the West Indies, that is based in Barbados. So while I was studying there, I discovered all this history. I studied social work.
Yeah.
So I have a degree in social work, and a lot of the history came from West Africa, East Africa. Our people stem from there, and we understood that our names changed when our ancestors became slaves on the plantation field.
Yes.
After a while, the little rebel inside of me was like, I want an opportunity to name myself.
Yes.
You know, I want to give myself a true name that I feel proud of, and it connects me to my original people.
Yes.
I discovered a lot of us have the similar history that our people came from East Africa.
Yes.
Evidently,
Yes.
it's Israel. So we are literally descendants of Israel that I discovered.
Yes.
So I wanted a name to reflect that. Abiyah is a Hebrew. It's Hebrew.
Yes.
You can find it in scripture.
Yes.
Abiyah was the name of one of our kings, Hezekiah. She was Hezekiah's mom, one of Israel's kings.
Yes.
It means Yahweh is my father.
Yes.
So I'm excited about my name. It's a Hebrew name.
Wow.
It's not a name from, it's not a Western name from slave masters, nothing like that. We were going to register this new name as an artist.
Yeah.
In registering the name, we found out that no, I cannot register Abiyah. So that is how I added the Yisrael to it.
Yeah.
Abiyah Yisrael. And Yisrael obviously speaks of our bloodline from the people.
You know, it's really funny because tonight's reasoning on the show is basically talking about Western livity and how so many people thrive to connect with the Western part of the livity but forget their history. And, it's amazing that you say you went in to search about your people, where you're coming from, where you're connected, and that's how you landed on your name. And I was just saying earlier, literally a few minutes ago, I said big up to all the Rastafari because they're constantly trying to connect with Africa and the roots and where they come from as Africans. And that you just told the story of the reasoning we had today, so that's super amazing. And yes, we're gonna get into the acoustic vibes right now, and the first acoustic we are going to be sharing is Great and Mighty. So if you could tell us a little bit about the tune before we play it for the Vibes Nation.
So Great and Mighty expresses my desire to get back to Africa, back to our people. We were once great. I mean, come on. We had one of the first universities, if you look at Timbuktu, how they had these schools and universities teaching these people. And even in Ethiopia, literally the only state that has never been colonized through the whole colonizing of Africa.
Yes,
So we all know we had Haile Selassie holding down Ethiopia for quite some time. He understood that he was a descendant of King David. This is the only evidence, one of the evidence we have in our recent history. So with his desire to make Africa one people, those at home and abroad, I know that he was a part of creating this union. The name escaped me right now, but he was a part of creating this union to try to bring, and he had those ideas. He always spoke of.
Yeah,
Tell
the
me.
OAU.
Yes,
Organization
exactly.
of African Union.
Very well. So what's happening right now in Ethiopia is extremely sad, and it gave me the idea to write about, oh my gosh, we were one people, great people. We still are. I just think we need to activate that excellence inside of us. We have the bloodline still running within us.
Yes, I.
So my idea was to bring across that we were once great and mighty people. We were destroyed, even for lack of a better word, destroyed through colonizations, through slavery. We were scattered all over the world. And at the end of it, we can still become one people. I mean, it's even written in prophecy, whether we want to believe it or not. We have to just accept that, yes, we were once a great people. We can be a great people again if we just unite and take away all those borders in Africa.
Yes.
It makes it so difficult when
True.
war comes in and you are displaced, you go to another position, you have to deal with the laws and policies
Exactly.
of other states.
Yeah.
But we all look the same.
Yes,
Our eating culture is very similar.
True.
So why not? Why not unite? You
All
know?
right.
And even and just the other day I discovered that even in Ethiopia, some people are being burnt alive through history of hatred and border crossings and all that. Great and mighty people we can be once again.
All right, you heard the motivation from the tune. Up next on Acoustic Thursday, we have Abiyah Yisrael with Great and Mighty.
Welcome to the headquarters of Positive Vibes. This is Cease and Sickle on 104.5 Vibes Radio. Nobody can stop reggae.
And even here in Kenya recently, we've been told that we are now a mask-free zone. So people can go without masks. And all of a sudden, it seems like, nothing happened. And especially because it's now gone to elections. We're having like a lot of campaigns now. And if you see the rallies, they're mammoth rallies. There's like 1 million people in one place. And it just makes sense that now COVID is not as important as gathering 1 million people in one place, right? Without masks, without any protection. But then somebody on Vibes Radio, I think it was on Vibayard show, they were talking about what happened to the guy who just ordered a container of masks. His business was about to be booming, and now, it's not going to happen. It's crazy, right? Isn't it crazy? Yeah.
Exactly. Same here. Same in the Western world. Like all of a sudden, you can go out now. All of a sudden, you can wear a mask if you want to. We still have mask mandate in Dominica, though. But we recently started face-to-face school once again.
Yeah.
Since lockdown last August. So there's opening up going on. Yeah. So events are now starting to, prepare and run and so forth. So all of a sudden,
the pandemic. And also, just recently, they're talking about another lockdown in China with another problem brewing up in China. So let's brace ourselves for that one. And I know that it's a crazy world we're living in right now. But, we're going to talk about Love in My Heart, which is the next acoustic that you did for us. By the way, I love the acoustic. I love that you use the bass guitar. It's my favorite instrument. And I think it just makes the reggae just sound so alive. And I just love how you set that one up. But we're going to talk a little bit about Love in My Heart before we play it for the people.
Yeah, first of all, big up to my bass player, Jervon. He calls himself Natty Bill. So big up to him. We gave him the call and he was there right away.
Amazing.
No issues.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Love in My Heart is of the Empathy Rhythm. Empathy Rhythm was created by Lavoro Duro from South Africa. Another connection I made via Instagram. So so obviously on this rhythm has a lot of South African artists as well. So you all can please check it out. And it was also nominated for South Africa Music Awards. That must have been 2021, early 2021, I believe. Yeah, he was nominated for an award. So I'm proud of him. And it really just talks about love. Love really is the greatest love that I know is from our creator, our maker, Yahweh and Yeshua, his son. So when I'm talking about love in my heart, I really mean that the creator is within me. It's in my heart because it's from him. I understand how to love. I understand what is the meaning of love. This is where I get my foundation for love. So it's just a song that talks about that, as well as around the time I created it, there was a lot of talk about 5G and right now on our phones and the radiation that can cause illnesses and sicknesses. So I'm sort of a conspiracy theorist. Should I say that?
It's all right.
I added it to the song just because all the way back from the beginning in 2020, we've been hearing about 5G radiation and how it can affect us. So I wanted to add that to the song. how radiation on a whole, we should say, has really added to the illnesses and the cancers that's been created in our bodies. So the more technology booms and we love it, is the more we have to consider how does it affect our health. I wanted to include that in the song. So yeah, and I hope you all, when you listen, enjoy.
All right. Please introduce to us this song, Love in My Heart.
So this next tune is called Love in My Heart. It is off the Empathy Rhythm.
Welcome to the headquarters of Positive Vibes. This is Cease and Sickle on 104.5 Vibes Radio. Nobody can stop reggae.
Strength of a woman. Abiyah, I love that song, man. Are you gonna sing it for us? Sing it for us.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Yes, we always ready.
Let me go. Oh, woman, your blessing so divine, strength of a woman, fruits of life she bring. Woman, your blessing so divine, strength of a woman, fruits of life she brings.
Oh, yes. And I just love that your voice is so authentic. Like you can just tell that you're not just a studio artist. You're also a great performer. And I'm just going to say thank you so much. So much. And before our meeting comes to an end, you know, I want to say that we appreciate you so much at Cease and Sickle. And how can we get your music? First of all, what's the plug to get your music and all your socials?
All right, so I would love if everyone can link and follow Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Twitter, yes. You look for Abiyah Yisrael, Abiyah, Yisrael, Yisrael, as well as on YouTube. So please subscribe. Tell me how you feel about the music that you're hearing. I love when people link with me.
All right.
All right, so search for Abiyah Yisrael and you're going to find me.
Yes, and you have the new EP coming out soon. We're looking forward to that.
Yes, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping by towards the end of the year, September, October, around that time, that I can have an EP ready for you all. Yes.
Yeah, man, and we're definitely gonna get some exclusives, and I'm already saying it because I believe we're gonna get some exclusives as Cease and Sickle. Yes, Sherriff.
Yes, of course. I'm looking forward to some exclusives. Very many exclusives.
Yes, Abiyah, you know, we are super honored to have you tonight on Acoustic Thursday. Your voice is amazing. Your spirit is amazing. Thank you so much. You can head on to the Vibes Radio socials on Twitter, on Facebook. There's a lot of love coming through for you over there. And, you know, respect and, you know, keep that fire blazing. I really want to see you go like much further and higher, and I know you have the spirit and the vibes and the sound and the music, and yes, maybe we'll work together one time, you never know.
Of course.
So yes, just you know, take care of yourself. We'll keep the link, and we always say here on Vibes Radio on Cease and Sickle, man a lion, no cat. So when I say man a lion, you say no cat. Man a lion,
no cat.
Yes, I. Thank you so much, Abiyah. Respect and more love from Kenya to Dominica. And of course, we will keep the link blazing at. Yes?
Yes, I give thanks.
All right. Respect. Take care. Yes, guys. That was Abiyah Yisrael on a very, very special acoustic tonight. We had her live with us from Dominica via Zoom, and super, super excited that she got to share her beautiful voice with us.
This poem shall call names. Roots, rhyme and reason on Cease and Sickle.